It has been a while. I know I promised many moons ago that I wasn't going to take long bouts off from streaming, but I do have an excuse. A very valid excuse. I started playing hockey again. And it's going to get to a point where I will consistently play hockey again. If you compare the two things, such as hockey and my gamertag together, you will probably have a pretty good understanding that I was over the moon about this. So if there's any inkling that I would trade video games and streaming for a chance to play hockey consistently again, you're crazy.
Future hockey goalie here. Just a quick interruption, and then we'll get back to the video. What past hockey goalie meant to say was he wouldn't trade hockey for video games. Not saying that video games aren't fun. It's just if he could play hockey a lot more consistently, that would be much more beneficial than playing said video games. The other thing I wanted to touch on was past hockey goalie makes a lot of contradictions, and I just noticed that in the video. I guess I must have been a bit of a space case earlier in the day because there were a number of times where I'd say one thing and then I'd follow up by completely negating it later. Anywho, just a quick interruption here, and yeah, hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. And we're heading back to it right now.
That being said, I am back for a little bit to play some GTA. So, my goal today is basically just to grind. I don't really have anything that I'm going to be kind of reaching a threshold for, so I'm more or less going to try my best to build up some cash and see what happens. Now, in the background, I have been playing some video games off the record or off stream. So, things are going to look a little different. The first thing you're going to notice is that I have gone through all of the Acid Van stuff, and now it's a legitimate business for me now. The other thing you're going to notice is that I'm going to be jumping onto my secondary character a lot more often. The reason I'm doing that is because many, many moons ago, I made a secondary account, a female account, so I could swap between the two, just so I could have a little bit more variation how I play GTA. It got to a point where I was so strapped for cash and so disinterested in actually grinding in GTA that I stripped my secondary account to the bare bone and basically did nothing with it. Now that I actually have the ability to make money in invite-only sessions, and I have that drive for whatever reason to come back and grind on this game, I have gone back and at least tried to give the secondary character every opportunity to rebuild itself. Oh yeah, I forgot I got money. Back in the day, or I need to take a little swig of coffee here. Back in the day, the whole idea behind the secondary account was, again, something to swap to. And on top of that, it would give me a secondary means of doing a lot of like the old stuff that I did back in the day, like heists and in-session missions and all this other stuff, and get the first time bonuses so that I would have the ability to reap more of the benefits that way, because you get a pretty decent percentage of doing like first time bonuses. The other thing is that it gave me another means of, I guess, storing more vehicles, but it's kind of irrelevant now because we're now getting to a point where in GTA, on one account, there's a very high likelihood that in the near future, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably store every single vehicle, at least every single land vehicle, in a garage. Or at least a garage spot. But that's what I had the secondary account for. I don't think it's going to end up being that for me. Obviously, my primary account takes precedence over everything because it's the moneymaker account. It has every business, it has every possibility that I could ever have in GTA for the most part. But I do want to have a decent secondary account just for the fact that it's going to give me that ability to change things up, I guess. So, after this long drawn out introduction, I'm finally going to hop in an invite only session. My goodness. That's the one thing I don't miss about GTA, is that the session changes or the transitions are brutal. Absolutely brutal. So, now that we're finally in here, I'm going to start making some money. If you've watched any of my GTA streams beforehand, the way I'm going to make money in this game is not too different from the means that I was making money beforehand. I would say, for lack of a better term, it's going to be a very mundane, repetitive kind of operation. I don't think there's really any other way of doing it if you're doing it solo. I just have to see what I'm sitting at, because I kind of forgot what I was at this point.
G'day, boss.
Good day. Alright. An auto shop. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that just yet. Alright. Here, and I'll probably just put away my, there we go. Gonna put away my Oppressor Mark II. As much as I don't really enjoy the Dax missions, they do pay a decent amount. I mean, 50 grand to do them is pretty
Hey, it's me.
understandable.
Yep, just give me a few. Okay, I got something. You heard of the Epsilon program?
Oh, this one. Okay, it's not going to be that difficult. You know what? I'm just going to fly over there with I normally wouldn't request my Oppressor Mark II because there are some missions in this game that Dax will give you that are absolutely brutal. Especially if you're fighting Merryweather. There's one where you are fighting an absolute compound full of them. And I don't know whether one of them has like a railgun or something, but I remember flying over there in, I think it might have been a Savage or something, and I got one shot out of the air. Like, I got blown the fuck up. So with that one in particular, there's a particular way that you can prep for it. I mean, for me, I think the best, the best way that I found is you basically get the same region as the Merryweather base that you're trying to ransack, and just call in a tank if you have the ability to do that. It could be a Rhino tank, which will be a little less armored, but it'll get the job done. Or you can call in the Khanjali if you have that. I always call it the Khanjali because it's essentially heavily armored. Oh. Whoa! I was taking a sip of coffee and almost smacked to the mountainside. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? I feel pretty decent, to be honest. Whoa! How could you imagine those people seeing like a flying bike just coming out of nowhere? That would that made me drop a load or two. I'm feeling pretty good. Just getting back to what my question. I can't really do anything today, mainly because, well, I'm puppy sitting. And the other thing is that it is snowing like a son of a gun outside, or at least it was. We're supposed to be getting a pretty significant amount of snowfall, at least sometime soon, but I don't know. Every time I look outside, it looks like it's going to do something, and then it doesn't, so it beats the hell out of me. But generally speaking, this is kind of like a down day. I might end up doing a bit of a workout later, and I'm also going to watch a hockey game, so I will be a little bit busier in the evening, hence why I'm doing this now. But for the most part, it's a pretty decent day, to be honest. I can't really say that my days are really that exciting. I know Monday was exciting because that was the start of hockey, but oh yeah, gotta take out these mother truckers. I'm just gonna use this. Use the carbine, because the carbine Mark II was OP as hell. It's literally like the only assault rifle you need in this game to do well. On my secondary character, the one time that I actually was able to get a weapon, okay.
Get some cover. You're gonna die. Oh my God! Someone's been hit.
Yep, someone's been hit. Oh! Didn't expect him to jump up. Okay. That's not very religious of you. How dare you?
You fucker!
Swearing at me like that?
My partner got hit.
Yes, he did.
Fuck you!
You know what? I need something that's a little... Need something that hits a little harder on the body. Sometimes these guys don't go down when you shoot them in the head for whatever reason.
You piece of shit!
I will say, for the most part, the advanced rifle is probably one of the most overpowered guns in the game, just because, like, it has the ability to do everything you want. I wouldn't say it's overpowered, but I'd say it is probably one of the better guns in this game still. Like, it's king. Nothing beats it. Okay. Yeah, so today, really not going to be too crazy. Probably just going to be playing video games, watching hockey, doing a bit of a workout. I would say, for the most part, it's going to be one of those mundane days. Alright. And time to get psychedelic. That's the one thing about these Dax missions, is you can't really fail them. There is one mission where you can more or less not get the max payout, but it's very hard to fail that, so... I think the only reason I failed it was I was a little lazy and just... Oh. Oh yeah. I forgot that the auto-aim doesn't work. Whee! Yeah, a lot of these Dax missions are fun because they give you a decent challenge and they're not hard to complete. Like, they end up being kind of silly, which is kind of what I was hoping for in a GTA challenge, but... I think this one, the only thing I really don't like about it is, it just takes too long at the end. Like, it's like, okay, I get it, I'm high as an effing kite, but, like, let me go. Oh, okay, you just lose... Oh, you lose health regardless, okay. Whatever. Survive the hallucinations. Alrighty then. Well, that's done. Oh, I hear beeping. It's probably a radio jammer. Where's this jammer at? Is it up above? Gotta be. Whoa. Yeah, I thought I just auto-aimed on something. I imagine it's gotta be up here somewhere.
Good.
Okay, maybe not. I'll get it later. I want to go and just keep making money. If I see it when I go up here, I might be able to get a quick snipe at it. I don't see it. I'm going to have to go and do those collection missions sometime soon, but I'm not doing it now. I want to keep making that sweet, sweet cassiola. Okay, I think, yeah, that should be here. Oh! Well, that was a little lazy of me. I was also looking at my phone real quick. Don't worry. This one is a fairly easy... Oh, God. Gosh darn it. I hate these fucking things.
Hey, partner. Shit.
Sorry, Franklin. Whoa! Okay then. Talk about a train coming down the tracks. Gosh darn. Okay, I guess I can't blow this up. I thought I could. Oh, there we go. It's just the grenade launcher kind of sucks when it bounces. Alright. Yeah, I can gain some health off this because this is my primary MC bike, which is fantastic, by the way. Okay, put that cassiola in the bank. I'm glad that little stimulus of like 188,000 was added to my account, because that makes a big difference. Because I think it was at like somewhere around like 190, because I've been spending between the two accounts. Just gotta see if I have to top up anything, because I'm gonna use that money for that. Let's see here. Oh, the truck's back here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call the cops off because I want to have a little peek.
exactly.
I need this.
Can't handle the heat, my friend? Okay, leave it with creepy Uncle Lester.
Kaden. Right, let's see what we're looking at inside of the truck. Hey, how you doing? Heavy rifle. Okay. Advanced rifle.
Sold by yours truly.
Railgun and the up and atomizer.
Can't be found anywhere but this van. Guaranteed.
I am heavily considering the idea of just getting the railgun for my secondary account because it will give it enough punching power to do a lot of the, like, I guess the Dax missions. The only one that I really fear in the Dax mission, or the Dax, like, setup missions, or whatever you call them, the ones that you have to do in order to unlock the acid van, or at least the upgrades for them, is the Merryweather one. I can't get the Conjali for her, or at least that version of her. I guess in some sense I can use the Kuruma, but it's a tough one. I just have to think about this. I need something that's a little bit explosive, but also has staying power, so it's not going to get absolutely obliterated. I guess it could be the Rhino tank. How much is that? Just out of curiosity. Because it's like, it's not a bad vehicle, it's just, it's not as good as the Conjali. How much is the Conjali, by the way? I think it's going to be pretty pricey. Oh my flip. Okay. Oh boy. I could also get the APC, but the APC is so gosh darn expensive. Oh man. Gosh, there's like nothing here. I mean, oh, I was gonna say it was like free. I was gonna like launch onto my second account and buy that up. I mean 1.5, I guess, but I don't get to dictate where the Pegasus vehicles spawn. That's the only thing. It'd be cool if you could like mod out the Pegasus vehicles like you could the aircraft, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of being at the whims of a Pegasus vehicle, because at the same time, when it blows up, you can't just pay the insurance and then have it come back to you. You have to wait until there's a cooldown period, I believe. I don't know if it's really as bad as it used to be. I know Rockstar has worked on trying to make things a little bit easier for people to call and stuff, but from what I remember, it was fairly unreasonable. Like, it's like, okay, I have to wait 4 effing minutes for this to actually come back to me. You are driving me out of my mind. Alright, let's check out our counterfeit cash. How we doing? Still? Okay. Alright. Still got supplies. I got you. I think the one thing I could be doing that's a lot better than doing these setups is honestly the Kyle Carrico heist, but I'm a little nervous trying that out because it's been a long time since I played anything that was heist related, and I don't know. I know once I get into it, I'm probably going to be fine, but I guess I'm a little hesitant since it's something that I haven't really done before by myself. It's one of them solo heists. I'm really glad that Rockstar gave people the ability to do stuff solo, like the Acid Van. To some extent, you could do the Midnight nightclub by yourself. And to an even further extent, if you really know how to work the businesses, you could do a lot of the sales stuff yourself for Special Cargo and the biker businesses and stuff like that, and the gun running stuff. But I think the need arose because it got to a point when people were like, well, a lot of my friends are not playing this game anymore, and I'm all by myself, and the new people that are coming in are either not good enough or they're trolls. So I definitely want to have the ability to do all this on my own, and that pretty well is what I fall into too, because I had a circle of people that were absolutely perfect for doing heists with and doing all kinds of setup stuff with, and they just vanished. I don't want to go into this game and recruit new people in order to play this because I'm so, not laissez-faire, but I'm very inconsistent, I guess that's the better term. Because the other thing is that these people I'd play games with,
Good to see you.
they would be up till like 4 in the morning just because they were in different time zones, and I can't do that anymore. Call me an old man, but 11 p.m. is starting to push it for me. Like, I should really be asleep by then, but a lot of cases I'm not. Okay, so... Oh, wait, no, I gotta supercharge that. I totally forgot about that. I gotta... Hold up. Back in the van! Hey. Oh my god. I am not gonna miss this about GTA. Like, when we switch to GTA 6, if that should arise, and be decent, if they can just at the very least make the transitions between being in one spot and then being inside of another spot quick, my god, that'll make the game that much better.
Still here, friend.
Time to boost the product. Yeah. There we go. Boost the speed. And then I'm going to check my nightclub as well. So that means you got to give old, I forget his name, it starts with a Y. I think it's Juan or something like that. He's the guy that runs your, nightclub storage. Johan, there we go. Knew it was something with a Y.
Hey, boss.
Okay.
That's cooler tanks.
BK, DK. Enjoy your trip.
See you around.
Okay. What can I do now? Okay, I guess the next best course of action. What the hell? Oh, that's the taxi service. I'm not doing that yet. Apparently, it's not the greatest thing to do. I'm not sure if it's... I forget what somebody said. I think they said it needs a buff, or they just said it's not consistent with the payment, so it's one of the two. Alright. What am I doing here? Not services. Not that. Brain's a little fried. Oh, it is service. Derp. Alright. Calling in the Terabyte. Wow, it's the first time it's like literally spawned next to me. Most of the time it's like spawning like blocks away. Alright. I think just from a general standpoint, when GTA 6, yeah, GTA 6 comes out, it's not going to even reach the comparisons of like GTA 5, because GTA 5 was a groundbreaking game. Like, not even in its own genre. Just in general, like it was the game that basically shattered records. Like, it's a 10-year-old game, or a nearly 10-year-old game. You can't compete with that. I know there are games that are out there that are older, but, like, GTA, like... When you tell someone that isn't a video game player, like, you can tell somebody that has never picked up a controller in their life, if you mention to them that you play GTA, they'd know exactly what you're talking about. Shouldn't have tried to play chicken with me there, Mr. Mini Cooper. Especially when especially when my vehicle's a rolling fortress.
For some reconnaissance on the store, and to disable the alarm before making a move.
Okay.
Okay, now fly into the store. You're looking for a small control panel on the wall that controls the alarm system. The blueprints I've downloaded show the panel in the office on your left as you go inside. Deactivate it, and you'll have a short window to get the case without worrying about any outside interference.
Got it, ma'am. Bad boy here. Let the fun commence.
Oh shit, dude! Find cover! Asshole! Oh, I will own you.
Will you?
Oh my god! Someone's been hit! Get in cover! I don't wanna be hit! You're gonna
Oh, that guy like backpedaled really quick. Hey, you're in the way. Oh, maybe you weren't. Whoops.
All right, now get them over to our
Oh,
client.
no witnesses.
You know these diamonds will be hot, but there's hot and there's hot. Don't lead any police to the drop-off. And other crews can see where you are. Be careful out there.
No witnesses. Wait a minute. Dropping maple syrup everywhere. He's a Canadian. Get him. Oh no. I'm about to get caught. Alrighty. Sweet.
That's good work, and the pay's good too. Should be with you now.
Not as good as the Dax pay, because the Dax pay is, like, far superior. You play missions that are probably a little bit more fun.
Hello, fresh meat.
Although the only downside to them
See you
is,
around.
is this a custom vehicle? It is. What the hell's this doing here? Well, the only problem is that I can't claim it because the vehicle's too hot. That's the one thing I don't like about this game sometimes, is that you can't take the really nice vehicles because it'd be like, oh, the police will be trying to track you. I understand that, but if you're flying around on essentially a jet engine with a seat and handles, I'm pretty sure the police are a little bit more wary about that, because that rocket engine with a seat and handles also has missiles. So stealing a really expensive vehicle is beside the point. Are there any of these thingies I can do? I can do a headhunter. I'm gonna get the old Sparrow Chopper though, because that thing is the best. Well, it's not the best mission chopper in the game, but it's definitely up there because of the speed and the fact that it has like a never-ending series of rapid-fire missiles, I guess. I think the only thing I forgot to do to this thing is I forgot to affix countermeasures on it, so I'm gonna have to do that eventually. Done. Alright. Headhunter is probably the easiest if you have even just a buzzard in this game. Like, it is ridiculously easy. almost at $500,000. Holy Christmas. I don't think there's another mission I can do right now, although I could be wrong. Jeez, what is with the friggin' Mini Cooper drivers in this game? Gosh darn. They just have no chill. Alright, I'm gonna check. I doubt that I have the ability to do anything else. Oh, I do. Okay. Sure. Robbery in progress.
You know what's easier than robbing a bank? Robbing bank robbers. And as luck would have
Is
it,
it?
there's a 211 on the police scanner, so we're in business.
I don't think,
Open the nerve center to access the traffic camera network.
Wait, I think I know where it is. I think it's always in the north, if I'm not... No, yeah, it's usually in the north, I mean. That's where all mine have been. Oh, wow, it's actually
Plugged into the traffic camera
not
network.
there. That's interesting. So, with Robbery in Progress, I found that this in-session mission has the same rules that can apply to it that... Oh. Also, it's literally down the street from me. Even better.
That's it. Looks like
It has the same rules that apply to that,
okay. These guys look like professionals.
that Dax mission that I was talking about where you have to fight Merryweather. More or less, you get a helicopter as close as you possibly
Then
can.
again, they don't have me. Trying to...
And, then you call in your tank, blow up everything, run back to the helicopter, and then just get the hell out of Dodge.
Or you'll be fighting on all fronts.
Alright, so I'm going to... I'm going to return my personal vehicle to storage. Get my chopper.
Oh, man.
I know it's literally down the street, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. Because, I think the most annoying part about all this is that the cops get a little bit frisky. Well, obviously they gotta get a little frisky because they're dealing with, like, literally two factions that have military hardware, so... I'm gonna call my mechanic if I can.
I can't get your ride over.
Yeah, I got it. This guy... Man, the mechanic's so useless sometimes.
What you need, boss? Some wheels? I can bring them around. I'll get there as soon as I can.
Well, might not be getting away in this thing because it's already effing smoking. God, I hate... I just hate... I have hate in my heart. God, hate my heart. Alright, I'm going to return... They call it... Well, I'm not sure what they call it.
Jesus Christ. Call me
I have tons of time, so I can afford to just hold off for a little bit. So So literally wait a minute. Okay.
Fuck!
It works a lot better when you have a chopper that you can run to. Just gonna wait until you guys can just take each other out. Oh my god, just hurry the F up. I wouldn't blame the citizens of California, well, especially LA, if there was a shootout happening and then there was a futuristic concept Polish tank rumbling down a main street. So alright, I'm gonna do this now because by the time I get the gold, I should be able to have my Sparrow ready to go.
Okay, so that is the minigun. Take it out quick and try not to get shot into chunks.
Tank beats everything. Well, that was easy. Oh. Froze up, I guess.
Okay, I've got a client who will take this off our hands, as long as the cops are out of the picture.
Yeah,
Use
as long
them
as the
and drop it
cops are
off.
in the picture.
Okay, watch yourself. We're busy
I'm
with
the
the
idiot.
competition.
Listen, you're bringing pistols to a tank battle. Man, I do not miss the invincible trees in this game. Okay, you guys need to fuck off. There we go. I'm gonna die to get the hell out of my way. It's actually pretty simple. Just get the heck out of my way. And get the hell out of Dodge. Quick and painless. Well, it wasn't too quick and painless because I had the friggin' Three Stooges in one car, essentially smacking the crap out of my first helicopter, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. Alright, don't need the Kajali anymore. So the two missions, Diamond Shopping and Robbery in Progress, are going to be your best missions that you can do for the Terabyte. And then from there, you want to try and do the Dax missions as much as possible because they're pretty easy to repeat for the most part. And then obviously doing your cell missions for gun running are going to be imperative. So that's just how you grind. Just mindlessly grind this over and over. It really helps to have a podcast that you really enjoy listening to, because if you can listen to like a 2-hour podcast and then just get through this, it really makes it that much easier.
Great job. Your payment should be in your account now.
It's almost like you're doing a part-time job, to be honest. Like this is your job. Your job is to grind GTA money. Now I think by the time I complete the next mission for my secondary account, because I think about the finale for for the acid van stuff, I should be able to at least purchase the van. But then after that point, I'm also going to have to do the Dax missions, which I am not looking forward to. So I might try my best to just grind as much on this account and then have a ton of money so I can at least start to make a bit of a... Well, I'm not saying that the Dax missions are difficult. I'm just saying that one is. And it makes it that much more difficult, especially when you're fighting Merryweather, when you've got a lot of things you gotta blow up. And Merryweather calls in reinforcements, and these guys can, like, one-shot you with a 50 cal right in the head. So having the tank really helps. Did I only got one... Wow. The cash thing is like... Well, the counterfeit cash is king. Holy sugar. Like, I just reloaded that thing once. Okay. Maybe I just gotta do that. I did get the meth setups, well, pretty much as like my secondary moneymaker to the cocaine distribution center, or the cocaine makeup, but it almost seemed like it wasn't really worth the time because the counterfeit cash is very quick. Like, you basically just pay like $75,000 and you get it almost instantly done. But then the cocaine literally just destroys everything, just because in real life cocaine would be quite a lucrative business, especially if it's more pure. I remember there was one guy I used to play with who was like, well, wait a minute, goalie. I thought if you're making money, like if you're printing off dollar bills, that would be the best business you have. It's like, okay, you obviously don't know what making counterfeit cash means. The problem is that there's no value tied to that counterfeit cash. You have to sell it to somebody, and it has to be good enough to actually get into circulation, because then it becomes real money. That's what counterfeit cash is. You're not making money for yourself. You're more or less putting it into a system, and then it has a value attached to it, because every dollar bill, every cent comes out of a mint or a treasury, and it gets approved, and essentially, like, there's a specific mock-up that it has to be in order for it to be legitimate. If there's anything that's deviant about it, it gets pulled out and destroyed. So, in order to make up your cash to be legitimate, you have to, I guess in this sense, make up the money, and then you are selling its value as it stands right now to potential buyers, and then they're going to muscle it into the system. So you're making real money from them, but they're under the assumption that your money is going to be, you know, taken regardless. Like, no one's going to think twice about it. Like, it's not going to be a fake.
Yo!
Still can't do anything. Okay.
See you around!
Yeah, see you around, Dax. I guess the other one is I gotta check the acid van. So my setup is going to be the nightclub, the acid van, the cocaine creation, and the counterfeit cash. That will be my moneymaker setup. I could do more, but I think it's just for the time being, just to keep that going. That I like having get in there. Like having my helmet and my backpack on there. A little bit more of that militaristic chic. Alright. What do we have today?
Yep, busy.
That's good. Make more money. Oh my god. Wow, that value is insane. Okay then. Wow, I don't think I'm going to need that much more after this.
BKDK. Bye now.
All right, bye.
Alright. Let's see if I can, at the very least, do another mission. Get in session mission. There we go. Actually, where'd my terabyte go? Oh, it got put in because I went to the acid van. Okay, I got you. Well, for the time being, I'm not going to need this, so I'll put it back into its little holding area in my submarine. I'll tell you one thing, the D-pad on this controller is getting a workout because it's just management of like using your services like Terabyte, Kasaka, Acid Van. Like, my goodness. Alright. Oh. What? Alright. I guess I can't do anything about that yet. Well, I can always see if Dax needs something done. I think he's going to be done almost as quick as the other ones are.
Hello, Fred. Badongadonk!
Okay. Well, I guess I don't really need to call the Sparrow. I could always call my Buzzard in because I'm a CEO.
Hey, Mom. I hear you, honey. I don't know if I can take this city much longer.
I hear you, lady.
Expensive. Traffic is terrible, and all the men are kids.
You alright?
I think the one thing that would kill it for me in LA is just the cost. Because it's like everybody wants to live here kind of deal. It's the oasis in the desert. Like, I'm not sure what the, well, I think the expenses in the United States would be a lot worse because in Canada, obviously, if you're looking at living in one of the more, I guess, highly sought cities to live in, which would be Toronto, you're looking at the very least, like, $1 million for a detached house, and then I guess it varies on which apartment space you're looking for, but you could be paying upwards of around like maybe 4,000 or 5,000, and that's a month, not like overall. Like, cause I know in my neck of the woods, the going rate for like a single bed apartment or single room apartment or whatever is like $2,000, and it's going up. So there's no way that that's legitimate. Like back in the day, I probably would have been able to get an apartment space for that, but I mean, like a lot of people that I know are, and including myself, are renting inside of like a basement or something like that. Like, there's just no way. How are you able to afford your own apartment if it's like $2,000 a month? In the city that I live in, most of the people that are living here have to get like retail jobs. Like, they don't have a choice. Like, it boggles my mind how broken the housing market is. Cost of living, inflation, and the fact that the job market is just in the toilet right now. Ew. Take it easy. Okay, I got to land this because he's kind of being a bit of a pain in the butt. There. Friggin' die. I still remember a day, way back at the start of GTA, where this was the best helicopter in the game. And now we have the Hunter, or the Apache, the Savage, or the Hind helicopter. And then, I forget the stealth helicopter, but it's essentially the Comanche. Or it's like a mix of like the Chinese helicopter that's out now. I don't remember. It's like a series of numbers and letters, but I would say for the most part, it basically is a Comanche. That's exactly what it looks like. I think there might be a Russian variant of the Comanche too that kind of looks a little familiar to what that chopper's supposed to be like, but I just call it the Russian Comanche. That's all I really say. Dax, do you have any missions for me? Because I need something to do. Make some money.
Hey, it's me.
Perfect.
Sure, I'll look into it.
You better look into it. Now, is this going to kick me out, or is it going to let me stay as a CEO? Oh, sick. Okay.
Okay, you want to go toe-to-toe with Big Pharma? Of course you do.
This is what I'm talking about. So, the issue that I have with this is that this is going to get really hairy really quick. So, I guess I had to blow all these guys up really quick. Which isn't the problem. The problem is what comes afterwards. Actually, you know what? I'm not going down there out of fear that I might fly over the area where they're going to be hiding at, and they will absolutely light me up. Now, if my Conjali gets blown up instantly, I'm going to be a little bit skeptical as to, like, what the hell's going on. Because I don't know if it's, like, a feature in the game where it just blows up the vehicle you're in already, or they want you to struggle and try to take out these guys on foot. But it almost seems like that might be a bit of a glitch or something like that. Actually, come to think of it, I may not need to get a... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I wasn't getting a helicopter for my secondary account. I was getting a tank. I forgot about that. I have to think about that one. Because I need a lot of stuff. Well, if I'm getting the Rhino tank, I don't have to get a whole lot. I just have to literally buy the tank. But if I'm going for the... Sorry, I was looking at my phone there. I wanted to get the Conjali, but I guess the Rhino tank will do. It's just, it's kind of annoying dealing with Merryweather, and holy crap, this guy is going all out to escape me. Oh, he's a chopper, that's why. I was like, what the heck?
Fuck yeah, we got it!
Alright, so where is this? It is exactly where it was before, okay. So, same deal as the robbery in progress stuff. I'm going to fly this chopper as close as I can nearby. I'm going to call in my Conjali, and then I'm going to ransack the Merryweather base. Because at least in that tank, it will give me some cover from mostly everything. The only thing that gets kind of annoying is the... I guess the choppers that come in, because there's a blind spot, like literally right over the tank that they abuse. And the AI is really, really good at it, so... Okay, so we're pretty well close by. We'll land the sucker. Call in the one thing that's going to be the difference maker here.
You're gonna have to do without for now. I can't get over there.
I figured as much. Yeah, the mechanic gets really finicky in this area here, so you almost have to, like, go really far out in order to get this called in. That's why I was so pissed off when my chopper would get blown up all the time, because I wouldn't be able to call anything in due to the fact that this is kind of like in the middle of nowhere.
I can't.
Fuck, this guy is useless. So useless. I'm gonna see if I can do... Nope, can't even do that. Too far from suitable road. What are you talking about? What is your major malfunction? I am on a road right now. You cannot be serious. This game just... the developers, why? Like, you're terrible at your job. It's proven already
I'm on the
because
clock. What you want? Some wheels?
your game on PC is literally destroyed
I'll bring it to you.
by hackers. And you knew about this. Whatever. I just find that Rockstar and Take-Two are essentially milking this thing for all it's worth. Like, they've literally milked the cow so much that it's shriveled up and close to death. Like, this cash cow has gone on for nearly 10 years, I'd say roughly 10 years, and it has gotten to a point where it's like, well, if it fucks up, then, I mean, like, whatever, we don't really want this game anymore, we made our money. But this is literally the one thing that's making you money. Red Dead Redemption 2, after it released, is a tire fire on multiplayer. No one plays it. You might as well shut down the multiplayer lobbies because no one likes it. This is literally the only thing that makes you money off of shard cards and people buying the game. So, I don't know why they're doing this so dirty. Like, I don't understand why GTA gets the shit end of the stick, because if they're making money off of this, they should actually give a crap. Alright, if I get blown up here, I am flat out calling shenanigans.
Don't it?
Oh!
Back up!
Oh, they have air defenses, that's why. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I see that when I was blowing the stuff up? Oh, I'm so dumb. That's why. My goodness. Well, count on me to miss stuff if I, if I ever play a game that requires you to... Oh, come on. That was like right there. Oh, come on. There, I was gonna say, I was like, really?
Finish them all!
Done. Alright, escape.
Get the shot!
You think you're stopping this? You think you're stopping this in your puny little Jeep? Oh, I guess you are stopping this. And apparently I'm being shot through the roof, which makes no sense. Drop the firearm. The fuck are you? I'm in an 80-ton war machine. Oh, I thought I could catch him. Fuck you. Wait, what? There. I'm gonna say like, what? God, hate my heart. Escape the reinforcements? No, the reinforcements have to escape me. Is there any way I could, like... No, I can't. I was gonna say, if there was a way that I could switch to, like, the grenade launcher or the machine gun, I could take this thing out. Like, fucking die. What? No. You can't be serious. How did I miss? This game is bullshit. Honest to God bullshit. Oh, wait. There. God damn. Oh, you can't be serious. Alright. At it again. Yep, feel the same stuff. Hey, pal. Yeah, how tough are you now? Oh my freaking god. You know what? Drive over here because apparently you don't know how to navigate around a tower. I get the feeling that eventually they're gonna stop chasing me? Like... God damn, this thing cannot aim up. There. Oh, you just have to survive the rounds of them. Well, that's beautiful. So, you can see why a tank is a little bit necessary for that. That's ridiculous. Like, I swear, if I didn't have a tank while that was going on, I probably would have lost my shit. Considering the fact that I was getting lit up by those choppers alone. I guess in some sense you could probably go hide somewhere, but like that place has air defenses. It's embedded with people that have 50 caliber machine guns. It also has the ability to call in reinforcements. I'm like, are you kidding me? You might as well just give them an orbital gun while you're at it. So then, like, I try to get close and they just nuke me from space. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do something real quick. Give me 5 minutes. All right, take a little bit of a bathroom break there. Just gonna see what we have for our businesses here. I need to top this up. I am 110% going to do that. I do.
Good to see you.
All right. Top it up.
Cost a bit, but I know exactly who to call.
I think I should be able to do another diamond shopping and then also do the robbery in progress again, and that should offset what I just spent for the supplies there. That's the one great thing about the it's the one great thing about the acid van is that when you resupply, you're not resupplying as much or for a lot. I'd say for the most part to get like maybe a full resupply, it might cost you like 120k, which I guess in the grand scheme of things is a lot of money, but if you're basically following the steps that I'm doing, you make the money back pretty quick. So, okay, I'm going to send my Kajali back to its hold in the wind farm. My bunker, I guess. I'm going to call out... that, and then... Oh, I guess the terabyte has been put away because, again, went to the acid van. Got it. Terabyte. West. You are... where? Over there, okay. Well, chat, I will tell you this. I am looking out my window right now, and the snow has intensified. Holy crap. Like, it is a full-on blizzard outside. It's definitely a good thing that I didn't decide to do anything today, because, jeez, if I had attempted to even go outside right now, I would have been stuck in all of that. Like, that is ridiculous. Alright, diamond shopping.
Okay, you're going to steal a diamond shipment from Vangelico Fine. Our client wants these rocks, which you won't pay retail price. I think we can help. Get over there and put some of our technology to use. I'll talk you through it.
So in the chat, if there's anybody that is consistently watching, what kind of GTA videos do you like to watch? Do you like watching grind videos like this? Do you like tutorial videos, missions, heists? Are you interested in watching... Sorry, tongue's a little dry.
We're doing this
Are you interested in watching a little bit more combat? Are you interested in a little bit more silly stuff?
Disable the alarm before making a move.
I find the majority of the videos that I honestly watch are videos that are trolling Mr. Boss just because they are hilarious. I know Unwanted Highlights is pretty much the king of that, but man, it is funny to watch. Basically one of the worst scammers in GTA's community get us up and Cummins. Like, from a personal standpoint, I don't hate the guy, I don't know who he is, but from like a business standpoint, he legitimately scams kids into believing everything that he says. And his target demographic is definitely from that like younger age group that is not willing to go and look at other sources when news comes out. But at the same time, I mean, like, even those guys, or those little guys, are starting to turn on him too. So, like, I don't know if he ever had like a means of like actually getting legitimate information back in the day, but he obviously takes whatever he's done in the past and he just expands on it by adding in like literally garbage information. Like, he is notorious, from what I've heard, for like putting mods on like single player games and saying like, oh, this is a concept that could come out, but he says like it is coming out, kind of deal. Or he will put a supercar in the thumbnail that is a real supercar, but it's not actually coming to the game. And it has gotten so bad, or at least his notoriety has gotten so bad, to a point where even Michael's actor basically told Mr. Boss for the Win to go fuck himself. So, if you're a fan of his, I mean, you can be a fan of whoever you want. But from my personal opinion, I don't know how you can support that guy. That guy is probably like the archetype of one of the worst GTA YouTubers to date. I know Cernando and Lispy Jimmy are also pretty bad, but the one thing that is absolutely abhorrent about Mr. Boss for the Win is that he knows he's scamming you. Like, he knows his idea is like he's out for clicks. He's literally there to get you to buy into his, like, he's the cult leader. He wants you to drink the Kool-Aid. And he's doing this to people that probably will scream at their parents in order to get them to whip out their credit cards. So, I don't know. I find whatever he does is pretty scummy. I remember back in the day I used to think, like, when I started getting onto YouTube and looking at, like, GTA tutorials, I used to think, like, he was a decent person to get information from. But then when you did more digging, you find that he steals content. He steals thumbnails, like, he steals artwork. And on top of that, he puts in so much filler in order to reach that 10-minute threshold that it almost gets to a point where he's just as bad as those prank videos that will say, like, oh, I kissed my stepsister, or I did this, or I did that, or I robbed a bank, or something like that. And in reality, it's like the whole thing's a setup. They're all actors, and there's no way that that can be considered legitimate. So, I don't know. I find it ridiculous in some regards. Okay, can I do a robbery in progress? No, I have to wait 3 minutes. Okay. Fair enough. I'll see if I can do a headhunter.
So did I do the part? After the
Hey, there we go. That was weird. Here's another thing I gotta ask you guys that are playing GTA. Has anyone noticed that the game has gotten a lot laggier lately? Like, there are times where, like, I will literally frame lag until, like, my game freezes. And I freak out because I think half the time, like, my game's crashing, but then it works afterwards. So... yeah, that doesn't happen frequently, but there are times where it does happen. And I think I know what it might be. I get the feeling that, you know, during the acid van missions where the train crashes and there's a spill that's toxic, I think that's frame lagging the whole lobby out because it's a new asset that they had to put in. Whoa, Nelly! There we go. Actually, let me land this first before I do anything, because I don't want to, like, go onto my phone and then all of a sudden, like, I go careening straight into a building. And this here, ladies. Sorry. Brain is just flying. All kinds of brain juices right now. Nothing to see here, ladies. There we go. Annunciate. Pumpernickel. Avocado. Gotta really kind of work out the old vocabulary there in order to get yourself all prepped for any kind of long-term streams. I tell you what. Robbery in progress. Let's go. Okay.
You know what's easier than robbing a bank?
Nothing.
Bank robbers.
Actually, sleeping.
Because let's
Sleeping
have
is
it,
easier.
There's a 211 on the police scanner, so we're in business.
Because if I can sleep and literally have the midnight nightclub make money for me, I'd say that's probably easier. So you don't know what you're talking about. Right? Nothing. Still nothing. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Same place as before.
That's it. Looks like some cops.
Sure.
Okay, these guys look like professionals. Military-grade weapons, tactical training. But then again,
Well, lucky for you, you got yourself a military-strapped mercenary
be
right
fighting
here.
on all fronts.
Yeah, listen. Listen here, lady. I walk into basically war zones for a job in GTA. Not really. I was gonna say, wait, what? Goalie, what are you saying here? You saying you're one of those private mercs? Yes. Yes, I am. And I've taken time out of my busy schedule to play some GTA and show you guys how to make money before I go back out there and brave the dangers of the world. Okay, I am going to attempt to not land where like every car is going to smack into me. I'm going to land here. Or maybe not, because flipping hell. CI are nuts. I think they're programmed to just like actively go after you. Like, look at those guys go absolutely gangbusters. The Mini Coopers, they're everywhere.
You're through to your garage. You, need me to bring you a ride? I'll get there as soon as I can.
Good old Conjolly. Okay. This is dangerous.
Yo, fuck this, man!
Alrighty. It is time to bring justice to the land.
Okay, so that is the minigun. Take it out quick and try not to get shot into chunks.
Probably going to be a Dune there because, of course, because apparently you can survive tank shells. Nope. Okay, good. Got them all.
Okay, I've got a client who will take this off our hands, as long as the cops are out of the picture. Lose them and drop it off. And other crews can see where you are. Be careful out there.
I guess the one benefit is that the cops only stay as a 2-star for the majority of this. I think? I've never seen them go 3-star. Which wouldn't make any sense if you're dealing with people that have military hardware like miniguns and bomb suits, or like, what would you call those things? The Juggernaut suits from Call of Duty? There we go. Right, I can put the Jolly away. Oh, that's not it. Vehicles return to storage. Sweet, sweet, and even sweeter. Yeah, I don't think you can call off Lester with this one, I'm pretty sure. I think they're meant to make it a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Alrighty. And yes, that tower did almost smack into me, and yes, I did clench every muscle of my body when I just noticed it was there. Oh, lordy. Right. This, sweet. That pays off the Acid Man.
How about that? We didn't steal it, we didn't sell it, but we still got paid for that big job. That, my friends, is a clean score.
Alright. I'm going to see if I can do one cell mission, and then I'll cap off the stream because I'm going to go do something else. It seems like the weather has turned even worse, and it is a winter wonderland outside, so I may have to do a few things before I head off. Or, sorry, we have to do a few things before any kind of festivities there. So, sorry, festivities later. We'll see how things progress. I'm just hoping that I get something easy. Like, literally just give me a chopper one where I can just literally fly around. That's all I want. Yeah, so the festivities later. I want to get things done before the hockey game starts off. And, well, obviously, I start getting even hungrier and I want to have dinner. So I want to do stuff before that. Ideally. Although working out during hockey games isn't too bad. Oh, I can sell. Alright. I will do a sell mission for my counterfeit cash. First of all, I am going to resupply, because apparently resupplying it once gets you over the hump. And then I'm going to sell the stock. And don't worry about the difference of, like, buying stuff and getting money afterwards. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this regardless. Oh, the planes. Not ideal, but better than the vans or the garbage trucks. Yeah, shut up. I just don't like how slow the planes are. But you have to fly so low. Plane number 1. Let's go. This should be pretty easy to do, considering the fact that all I have to do is literally call in a chopper and fly back. So I'm gonna, while I have the ability to, I'm going to return my chopper so I can call in later since it's so darn quick. I'm gonna be a bad boy and look at this real quick. Yeah, got it. Alright, that's not too terrible. So I guess the idea is that I'd fly around Mount Chiliad or around the mountain range there, and then cut in, and then drop something off the Alamo Sea or this, or whatever it is. And then then I would go back to the other plane. Well, this is interesting. Not. Like, doing all this stuff is mind-numbing sometimes. I really do enjoy the fact that they made the Dax missions a little bit more enjoyable. But like some of these cell missions are just, it's like watching paint dry. Now I gotta go over the mountain. The mountain range, sorry. So that might get a little interesting. No, maybe not. I guess the... what do they call this thing? Yeah, the dodo. Oh, yep. Flying too high. It's okay if you have like a couple beeps, but generally speaking, you don't want to have like it go off for like a full like 5 Mississippis, because then the cops will come after you. But yeah, no, I don't think the plane engine on this is bad. I think it's the Crop Duster that has the worst engine for a lot of the planes in this game, because it's essentially supposed to be a World War I biplane, and it even tells you if you basically go straight up for an extended period of time, not straight up, but like if you're climbing for an extended period of time, this thing's going to stall. So obviously the engine is not very well maintained. Well, actually, no wait. I guess it wouldn't be a World War I plane. I guess it would be an iteration of what it looks like, because it probably is like a civilian copycat, but it's basically just a general use biplane or crop duster plane. But regardless, I mean, it's got a shitty engine, so whoever's been using it, they may as well have had it since World War I, because it is ass. It is slow. And funny enough, that's one of the Dax missions you have to, you know, do, is use one of those biplanes or the crop dusters and destroy fields of wheat that belong to the Epsilon people. Guess I could have landed on the beach, but whatever. Alright, let's see where this is going to take us. Oh, it's even worse. Well, actually, no, it's not that bad. It's just a little bit further out that I have to go. So I basically just have to fly around the mountain again. Yeah, I'll definitely say I need a break after this, because my god, just mindlessly doing this over and over again, it is not easy. What if it's better to cut through... You know what? I might change my course. So if I cut through the Alamo Sea and then go around the mountain, it might be a bit easier for me. I think I'm going to do that instead. Because at least at that rate, it's a bit more understandable to at least kind of hit that place first, since I can literally see the smoke over the range there. So makes a bit more sense to do that as opposed to going around the entire mountain again. Plus, I could also cut through the mountain pretty easily because it's basically just canyon flying. Okay, so I guess that does it. So, yeah. I guess I'm finished selling stuff now. Just gonna see how much money I have overall. Just gonna land it here because I'm sure that's going to be the spot where I cease doing any kind of selling. Yeah, $700,000. So if you just keep at it and you keep plugging away, you will have the ability to get a substantial amount of money. And I haven't even really been on here for that long, so it definitely helps if you put in the time to at least kind of get a system going, because when you have that system going, basically just resupplying your big sale units, whatever they happen to be, and then offsetting them by doing missions on the side, it builds up over time, and it really, really helps. So if you keep just plugging away at that, you will probably end up getting close to around like $1 million, $2 million within like a couple of days, maybe even a day, depending on how hard you grind. Obviously, if you want to make more money than that, you would also include the Kyle Carrico heist, but I just haven't included it yet. So yeah, that's just a little grind session in GTA. So with that being said, I'm just going to check the time here. We're looking at, been on for about 2 hours. That ain't too bad. I think I'm going to cap it off here. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, give me a follow. And as always, if you're wanting to watch any highlights I usually keep, I pretty well put them on YouTube. So if you want to follow my YouTube channel or subscribe to my YouTube channel, it's same name, Hockey Goalie 770. But yeah, this is Hockey Goalie 770 signing off. Thanks for watching.